Mask Network ending the week quadrupling in price, but coming down Thursday amid reported layoffs and project pauses at Twitter. Mask uses open source browser extensions to add privacy and Web3 tools to Web2 platforms like Facebook and Twitter. Joining us now from Singapore is Suji Yan, founder and CEO of the Mask Network. Suji, thank you so much for joining us. So, we saw a massive surge in price in Mask over the week, but now it's coming down. We're hearing reports of a crypto wallet project on pause at Twitter. So maybe you can explain why Mask is surging and now falling, and is Mask one of the projects also on pause at Twitter?
Yeah, I mean, as a CEO, I don't usually look into price every day, but I mean, this volume and this hype is really definitely good news for us. But talk about Twitter. I think Twitter is two different things right now. One is the Twitter company now acquired by Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, and people like investors like Binance. Another thing is that the upcoming thing they're trying to build is the Twitter protocol, right, as a social protocol. And Mask is the leading protocol in the social network, in decentralized social network. The company was started in 2017, and we keep open source our code since 2019. So if everyone's looking at what's the best and what's leading Web3 social protocol out there, it is Mask, right? So people is very interested in Mask, and that's one of the reasons that we're rising. And back about the protocol thing, if we all remember correctly, in December 2019, Jack Dorsey announced the Blue Sky, and soon Mask was joined the Blue Sky as part of community member. Again, Blue Sky is not a for-profit company. But it's aiming for the protocol. So we don't need to know what's the protocol that Elon Musk and Jack Dorsey and other people want to build. But I think it's going to be huge, and we're kind of very honored to be somehow contribute to it. I think that's one of the reasons. I think it's also very underestimated. The whole Web3 social category is very underestimated. There's no single project that is valued over 1 billion in the whole Web3 social landscape. So that's my comment, as the founder of a Web3 social project.
Okay, so my sense of why the price surge happened this week is because there was a lot of excitement over Elon Musk overtaking Twitter and talk about wanting to make it some sort of next Web3 kind of platform, introducing payments, crypto payments, etc. And Musk has been involved in that, and so we saw a surge. But now it's coming down as we hear news that these projects are being paused. Their crypto wallet is being put on pause. And so you explained Musk's involvement with Twitter in terms of its involvement in the Blue Sky project. Is that project going to continue under Elon Musk? Have you heard from Elon Musk at all?
To be very clear, I don't receive a DM from Elon, right? So there's other Twitter employee or other investor related with Elon, like Binance is also our investor, but I don't receive a DM from Elon. But I think it's a good thing, honestly, that the wallet inside Twitter, the small wallet team inside Twitter is kind of a pause. But there's enough open source wallet out there. If I remember correctly, MetaMask code is on GitHub, right? And Rainbow Wallet is open source, and our Mask network is complete open source. I don't see the reason that people wanted to build something in-house if there's massive open source solution out there. You don't need to have so many in-house engineers. The best open source thing, like Ethereum, is actually to grab everyone from the community and build this thing together. DeFi was grow from hackathons, right? And NFT was start from very small kids and dropout students. I think social will probably be the same. So from my perspective, I think it's actually a good thing for Mask. Back to the topic about Elon, right? Elon was regarded as a very successful entrepreneur, the richest man on the earth, but also a philosopher king. Little bit like Vitalik. Who was regarded as Ethereum's philosopher king. But now Twitter is still a company, so Elon's still the owner. But if Twitter turns into a protocol that every social app can build on it, we don't necessarily need to use the Twitter official wallet or the Twitter official app. Everyone can build their own client, everyone can build their own application. And why don't you use Mask, or you just fork Mask to build something better if you have better talent, right? So that's something we learned from the Bitcoin, Ethereum movement from the DeFi money legal. I think it'll be social legal, and very glad that Elon bring these things to the public. Mm-hmm.
So, Suji, nonetheless, your engineers, when they reach out to Twitter now, do they have anybody to interact with? I mean, I assume that your engineers do have to talk to at least somebody over at Twitter every now and then to deal with coding issues. Do they know if they have counterparts now to deal with, or are those counterparts gone in the purge that just happened?
Yeah, so talk to someone. I just had a call with Binance today, and they have a new team formed. I'm not sure who's leading that. You see that from news about building Web3 on Twitter. I think we definitely need to connect our engineer to Binance team, right? Then from Twitter perspective, we actually acquired one of the most interesting third-party application of Twitter. It's called Twidre, Twidre. It was out there for many years. We also acquired two of the most widely used Mastodon instance. One is called Mastodon.gp, another one's called Cloud, and there's another one upcoming. True Social is the fork of Mastodon. So there's some conversation. I can disclose more details, but I don't think it's very important to get a permission from a Twitter guy under Elon Musk, say, "Oh, you are allowed to do so." I think it's becoming permissionless if what Elon what Elon said on the code file or these DMs are true. I think it's going to be permissionless. And our preparation and these strategic acquisition we've done over the past 5 years will be very important. And everyone will able to use this open source code to build their own social protocol on top of those future Twitter protocol. And we're glad that we are part of this initiative.
Well,
even though
I'm not
don't
sure
think,
how permissionless it's going to be. You know, he's going to introduce an $8 a month for a subscription for a blue check. And I'm curious, so you think that the Blue Sky project will continue under Elon Musk? And there's also been chit chat about, from ARK Investments, Kathy Wood, suggesting that Twitter could become some sort of super app like WeChat. And I wonder your thoughts on the prospect of that happening.
Yeah. So let's talk about WeChat thing and super app, right? If you don't want to be a super app, you have to allow people to program on top of it, right? So if you live in Asia, like Singapore or China, WeChat have this mini program. Everyone can program on top. Seems permissionless, but if you violate the WeChat rule, which they don't tell you which part of the rule you violate, it's like the Apple rule, you get banned. And the reason that WeChat gets so much efficiency, like the other Asian super app like Line, KakaoTalk in Korea, is because they have one central ledger, have the final responsibility. That is the government and the company, right? It's they can apply for the bank license, they can apply for the trading license, just one single entity apply for all the 10 licenses, and then two friends can trade together, can tip together. But for the case of Twitter and other social, widely used global social app, the reason there's no super app is because there's no single responsible, centralized government-like ledger there. It didn't exist before blockchain like Ethereum, Bitcoin. And you have to apply these kind of license one by one. And as we all know, Twitter is widely used in more than 100 countries. And how can you achieve that as a single company? The best way is to make it protocol. And the question about how open source, how permissions it can be, I was an early developer of Twitter application, and I dig into the API back in many years ago. Before Jack Dorsey was fired last time, they actually allow users to build whatever they want on Twitter. And then the IPO happened, right? And the new CEO came in, closed all the API, and third-party applications are screaming, they died out. But think about Ethereum. Even Vitalik want to say, hey, guys, no more wallet. You have to use the Ethereum Foundation official wallet. They can't do that. So I hope that Twitter under Elon, at first, he's a philosopher king, he's the owner, but eventually I think I hope it can be a protocol. And I'm pretty sure Blue Sky and its related research and other initiative will be continued. it's independent entity, and there's other report covering that. Yeah.
Okay. And just wanted to clarify, do you think Jack Dorsey's project, Blue Sky, will continue under Elon Musk?
Yeah, it's going to continue. It's independent, and again, a protocol don't need a permission. It's just a matter of time how Elon going to adopt it. Whether he's going to charge in his Elon version of Twitter client, whether he's going to charge $8. But if other talent engineer can build a better version, just charge $5, people are going to use, right? Yeah.